Hi, friends. What are your favorite stories? While Clark is taking a break from writing new stories this week, we would love to know what stories you liked best so far. You can do this by leaving a comment and a review or by sending us an email via our contact page. A link to our contact page can be found in our show notes. Thank you. Hello, friends, and welcome to Sleep Tight Stories. This is another story in our series about Bernice the bear. In this story, it is getting close to the end of the school year, and Bernice is getting excited about what she's going to do during the summer. Do you have plans for your summer vacation? Papa Bear gets Bernice all tucked in and tells her a story about Boo Boo and Kai Kai. Bernice and the end of the school year. "Papa, I am home from school," yelled Bernice as she walked in the front door of their house, taking off her muddy rubber boots. It was raining outside, so Bernice made sure that she walked through as much mud as possible. "I'm in the kitchen, little bear," said Papa Bear, "and I have some fresh cookies for you." Bernice loved cookies and milk, so she put away her boots and hung up her rain jacket as fast as she possibly could. "It's raining cats and dogs out there today," Bernice said as she walked into the kitchen. "I hope it's not," said her papa, laughing. "It is wet outside, but we need the rain so the flowers and the plants can grow," her papa continued. "And don't forget about the food that grows in the farmer's fields, Papa. It needs water too. We learned about that in science today, the needs of plants. Did you know that plants need light, air, water, nutrients, and space to grow?" "I might have heard that before, little bear, but I'm glad you are helping me learn it again. It sounds very interesting." It was interesting, but Bobby got excited again and had to start telling a story about how his uncle spreads poop on his field. His uncle lives on a farm out in the country. "That Bobby always has stories," Papa Bear said with a smile. "Guess what I brought home?" asked Bernice. I'm not sure. Let me think. Did you bring home homework?" "Not today." "Some dirty dishes for me to wash?" "Yes, but I always bring home that." "A great big hug for Mama and Papa Bear?" "You always get that." "Well, I am just out of guesses. What did you bring home today?" "I brought home a T-Rex. Bobby gave me his favorite T-Rex and said I could keep it until we get married." "Until you get married?" Papa Bear said, raising his eyebrows. "Yes, he said that since we are such good friends, we should get married someday." "And what did you say, little bear?" "I told him that I first needed to finish elementary school, then we could talk about it." "Good idea, little bear. Finishing elementary school is pretty important," Papa Bear said with a smile. "And then, of course, I have to become a scientist. Does it take long to become a scientist, Papa?" "It can take some time, little bear, but if you love science, then it won't feel like a long time at all." After washing her hands, Bernice took a seat at the table while Papa Bear put some cookies on a plate and poured her a glass of milk. "These cookies sure are great, Papa. You are the best cookie maker," Bernice said with cookie crumbs on her chin and a mustache from the milk. "Thank you, little bear. I'm glad you are enjoying them," Papa Bear said as he handed her a napkin to wipe her mouth with. "Guess what, little bear?" "Papa, only I am allowed to ask guess what questions. It's the rules." "But I'll let you, just this one time." "Guess what is coming up soon?" asked her papa. "Dinner time?" "Not quite that soon." "Bedtime?" "Even later than that." "I guess I am all out of guesses. My guesses bank is empty," said Bernice. "Well, it's almost the end of the school year. Soon you will be having summer vacation." "I knew that, Papa. Our homeroom teacher seems really excited about it for some reason." "Have you given any thought as to what you might want to do this summer?" asked Papa Bear. Bernice said as she thought for a moment. "I think I want to spend lots of time outside and recharge my batteries. After a morning of doing that, I think I mostly want to play and read books and climb trees, go swimming, ride my bike, and hang out with Bobby." "That sounds like fun. I'm sure we might also take some short trips to places. Maybe go visit Nana Bear, go to a museum, and maybe on some rainy days we could do some science projects." "That sounds like fun, Papa, but there won't be any homework, right?" "No homework." "Phew," said Bernice, relieved. "I can't wait to go see Nana. She is the best, well, the second best cookie maker," Bernice said with a smile. "Yes, Mama and I can't wait to go visit her too." "It's that time, Papa," said Bernice. "And what time is that, little bear?" replied her papa. "The time you read me a story, silly." "Did you do all the things you need to do before bed?" "I think so. I had a soapy bath, I put on clean pajamas, I brushed my teeth, and I did some stretches." "Are you comfy and warm?" "Yes, Papa." "How about Twigga, Wolfie, and Madeline? Are they ready for a story too?" "I think they are." "Okay, give me a big hug and a kiss, and I'll tell you a short story." "Thank you, Papa." Once upon a time, in a world full of magic and fun, there lived a brave little bear named Boo Boo. She lived in a large castle at the edge of a mystical forest. And in this forest, there were unicorns, fairies, gnomes, and all manner of insects, birds, and animals. It was a wonderful place. Her best friend was a young dragon called Kai Kai, and they liked to play as much as they could. The kingdom they lived in was full of people who lived in the meadows, who lived in the hills, and those that lived in the forest, and they all lived in harmony. "Good morning, Boo Boo," Kai Kai said, looking inside her window. "Why are you dressed in tall boots and those overalls?" "Good morning, Kai Kai," Boo Boo said, not surprised at all to see Kai Kai's head floating in the window. He would often fly up to her bedroom window and stick his head in to say hello, or wake her if she overslept. "I'm dressed in these clothes because today I am going to plant a garden. It's spring, no more cold nights, so it's the perfect time to plant something," Boo Boo said. "That sounds interesting. Can I help you? I've never had a garden before or planted anything." "Sure, meet me outside in the back beside our rose garden. Our gardener gave me some space there, but be careful not to stamp on any of his flowers." Kai remembered the last time he walked on one of Mr. Thistle's rose bushes. Not only did he get thorns in one of his feet, Mr. Thistle got really angry at him, and he wasn't allowed around the castle for a whole week. Arriving at the back of the castle, Kai asked, "So, how come you are so interested in planting a garden?" "Last week, while you were visiting your family, I went back into the forest and talked to Bixie, and he told me all kinds of things about plants, how to help them grow and stuff like that. It sounded like a lot of fun, so I borrowed these boots from Mr. Thistle and thought it would be great to try." "How can I help?" asked Kai. "Well, first, Bixie said we need to turn over the soil and mix in some of the natural fertilizer that Mr. Thistle has over there in the big rectangular box. It's kinda stinky," Boo Boo said as she wrinkled her nose. "Since you have great big claws, do you mind if you dig up the soil while I bring over some fertilizer?" "Not at all." Kai got to work digging up the soil, which didn't take him much time at all, while Boo Boo brought over some fertilizer to mix in. Then, because they already had a place that had lots of sunshine, they created a bunch of furrows in the dirt to make sure that the soil for the plants could drain properly. After about an hour, Kai said, "Well, that wasn't too bad. Do you need me to heat up the soil with my fire so that the plants will get lots of heat?" "No, I think the heat and the energy from the sun might be enough," Boo Boo said, smiling. "What are you going to plant?" "I'm not actually sure," Boo Boo said with a laugh. "Bixie gave me a bunch of seeds and didn't tell me what they were. He said that they were all something that you could eat and that they all would grow well together, as long as they had lots of sun and water. So, I guess it's a bit of a surprise. But I think he also wanted me to learn more about each plant as they grew." Kai's belly started to growl when Boo Boo mentioned that they were growing something to eat. "How about you take this side of the garden and I'll take the other," said Boo Boo, as she handed Kai a handful of seeds to plant. "Bixie said that you just need to make a hole in the earth with your finger and put some seeds inside. Then cover them up with some soil." After watching Kai try, Boo Boo laughed. "Maybe for you that would be a fingertip. Your fingers are almost the length of my arms." After they were finished, Boo Boo watered all the garden with water from the containers that surrounded the garden, and then sat beside Kai, happy with the work they had done. After sitting for a while, Kai asked, "So, when do we eat?" "What do you mean? You want to have lunch?" "Well, you said that these were plants that we could eat, so when will they be ready to eat?" Laughing, Boo Boo said, "You have to be patient, Kai. Even in a kingdom such as ours, it might take 2 months for all the plants in our garden to be fully grown." "Oh," Kai said, his belly making loud noises. "Do you want to come to my cave and have some lunch while we wait?" "Sure, Kai, I would love to. Then maybe we can go for a swim in the river afterwards." So Boo Boo jumped on Kai's back, and they flew up high in the sky, flying toward Kai's cave for lunch and an afternoon of fun. "Can we grow a garden in our backyard, Papa?" whispered Bernice. "Yes, little bear, we can grow a garden, but you will have to be in charge. I don't have much of a green thumb," whispered Papa Bear. "I always try my best, Papa," But I have one question. We can only plant flowers and vegetables, right? Not cookies, right? Bernice said with a smile. You are right, little bear. Cookies grow in the oven, but we can grow tomatoes for pizza. Now it's time for you to go to sleep. It's getting late, and you need your sleep so you can have the best day tomorrow. Close your eyes, think of yourself safe under your blankets, and dream about all of the plants that you can grow in our garden. I'm going to dream about growing a garden full of pizza and cookies, Bernice said as she started falling asleep. Love you, Papa. Love you, Boo Boo. And that's the end of our story. Good night. Sleep tight.